Hello and welcome to the mat. Thank you so much for choosing to flow with me today. We have a creative vinyasa practice today, so it's basically just moving your body with a lot of joy. And fun fact, I haven't written this flow. I hope I'll remember to keep it symmetrical on both sides. And take the practice at your own pace, stitch it to whatever your body needs and feels like at that moment, but remember to repeat it on both sides and just keep it balanced. I am planning to have a half moon transition, so I have my block. So if you use any kind of yoga props in your practice, then have them handy, but then otherwise you just need a mat, yourself some time and a clear mind. So take a deep breath. I'll meet you on the mat whenever you're ready. Let's begin our practice today at the top end of the mat, and we'll just flow through half sun salutation sequence to warm our bodies up. Engage your core, tuck your tailbone, and next breath, lift your heels off the mat, come on the balls of your feet, sweep your arms all the way up, tucking your tailbone, fold forward, halfway lift, bring your arms alongside your ears, bring a slight bend in your knee. So you should feel that stretch in your hamstrings, and every exhale bend at your elbows, cactus your arms, pull your elbows to your chest. Keep your torso parallel to the mat. Fold forward. Come all the way back up, and as you come up, as you sweep your arms alongside your ears, come up on the balls of your feet and back to Tadasana. Next breath, lift your heels, sweep your arms all the way up, fold forward, halfway lift, bring your arms alongside your ears, bend at your elbows, cactus your arms. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit in your chair, bring your arms back alongside your ears and palms to your chest. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Twist your chest open towards the longest side of the mat. Back to center. Hook your right elbow on the outside of your left knee and take a twist. Come back to center, fold forward. Halfway lift. Bring your right palm down on the mat, bend your right knee, extend your left hand towards the sky. Switch sides. Come back to center, fold forward. Sweep your arms all the way back up, come into your Tadasana. Next, out breath, sweep your arms up, come up on the balls of your feet. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, palm the mat. You can either walk or hop back into your Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, all the way back, downward facing dog. Next breaths, point your right foot, lift your right leg, three-legged dog. Lift your left heel off the mat, and as you shift forward into your plank pose, bring your right leg on the outside of your right hip. Plant your right foot down on the mat and come into this half middle splits, half upward facing dog variation. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, bring your left palm directly underneath your left shoulder. Stack both your feet, open into your side plank. Bring your right foot on the outside of your hips. Open your chest up towards the sky, coming into a wild thing. Come back into a side plank. Place your right foot in front of your body and dip your hip to the mat. Extend your right hand towards your back foot. Bring your sit bones down on the mat. Face the back of your mat towards your extended leg. Stack both your knees, coming into a Gomukhasana legs. Make sure that Both your sit bones are down on the mat. Bring your arms out in a T. Bring the back of your right palm in between your shoulder blades. Reach with your left hand alongside your ears. Bend at your elbow and catch your fingers behind your back. You can take this bind by either catching your top or your t-shirt or whatever you're wearing, or you can use a yoga strap. Release your bind. Bring both your forearms down on the mat and fold forward. Keep the back of your neck long the whole time. Lift back up. Bring both your feet down on the mat. Lift yourself off the ground and come into a cross-legged forward fold. You should feel this stretch in the IT band of your left leg. Halfway lift. Bring your palms to the front of the mat. Bring your feet slightly wider than hip distance. Toes are pointing out and sit in your Malasana. One more breath. If you want to make it extra challenging, you can bring your arms alongside your ears. Squeeze your glutes and your weight is on the knife-edge side of your feet. Release your palms back down on the mat. Step back into your plank pose. Flow through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. All the way back, downward facing dog. Point your left foot. Lift your left leg. Three-legged dog. Lift your right heel off the mat. As you shift forward into your plank pose, bring your left foot on the outside of your left hip. Plant the foot. Bring your hip down. Coming into this funky upward facing dog. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Bring your right palm directly underneath your right shoulder. Stack your feet. Open up into a side plank. Bring your left foot behind you. Open your chest up towards the sky. Extend your left arm alongside your ears. Come back into a supported side plank. Bring your left foot in front of you. Dip your hip down to the mat, extending your left palm towards the back edge. Bring both your sit bones down. Face the extended leg and stack your knees, folding your leg, folding your extended leg. So you're in Gomukhasana again. On the other side. Bring your arms out in a T. Bring the back of your left palm between your shoulder blades. Reach your right hand alongside your ears. Bend at your elbow and bind your palms behind you. Release your bind. Bring your forearms down on the mat. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Bring both your feet onto the mat. Lift up into your crisscross forward fold. Palms come to the front of the mat, spiral back, and this time either you can take a Malasana or you can play with coming into a crow pose. If you are playing with your crow, lift both your heels, bring your knees to your armpit or anywhere along your upper arm. Slowly shift your weight forward. Keep the back of your neck long, and whenever you feel ready, play with lifting one foot off the mat, followed by the other. Release your crow. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Step back into plank pose. Flow through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. All the way back. Downward facing dog. Next breath, point your right foot. Lift your right leg. Three-legged dog. Bring your right knee into your chest. Place your right shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. Stack both your hips. Extend your left arm alongside your ears. Supported side plank. Next breath, bring your arms out in a T. Stack your shoulders directly over your hips. Left palm comes to rest on your left leg. Extend your right alongside your ears. Lateral side body stretch. Bring your right hand back down on the mat and extend your left alongside your ears. Pull your right knee into your chest and hold this funky variation of your side plank. You can extend your right leg for extra challenge. Next breath, bring your sit bones down on the mat, facing both your feet up towards the sky and fold forward. You can bring your palms to hold your feet for extra leverage, and you're folding from your hips, not by rounding your back. Come as far forward as you can, breathing into your fold. Lift back up, palms come to the front of the mat again. Tuck your back toes, come up into your plank. Bring your right knee into your chest, plant your right foot in between your palms. Arms come alongside your ears, high crescent lunge. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your inner thighs and square your hips to the front of the mat. Open up warrior two. Make sure your alignment is correct. Reverse your warrior. Optional to bring your left palm behind your back towards your right thigh. Bring your right palm on the inside of your right foot, side angle. Bring your right hand alongside your ears. Bring your gaze down to the mat. Push through your right foot. Extend your right leg, coming into a triangle. Engage your core. Squeeze your inner thighs. Grow tall in your torso. Reach through your left fingertips. And if you want to add a challenge, bring your right hand to meet your left. Come back up. Bring both your feet parallel, facing the longest side of the mat. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Bring your right shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. Plant your left foot firmly down. Spiral your right hand around, bringing your right palm on top of your right heel. Open your chest up towards the sky, extending your left palm alongside your ears. Spiral back around, and as you face the back edge of the mat, bring your right shin parallel to the long edge side of the mat and fold into a half split. Bring your sit bones all the way back onto the inside of your right heel. Fold forward over your extended leg. Lift back up and shift back into your low lunge. Bring your arms alongside your ears. Next breath, shift back into a half split. Shift forward, low lunge. Shift back, half splits. Or if you feel you're ready and your hamstrings are warm enough, you can slide into your full splits. Slide back into your half splits. Plant your palms, frame your front foot, flow through your chaturanga, upward facing dog, all the way back, downward facing dog. Take a breath, center yourself and point your left foot, lift your left leg, three-legged dog. Bring your left knee into your chest, plant your left shin parallel to the short edge of the mat, stack your hips, extend your right hand alongside your ears, supported side plank. Stack your shoulders directly over your hips, arms come out in a T. Bring your right palm on top of your extended leg, left hand alongside your ears. Plant your left palm back down on the mat and pull your left knee into your chest, side plank variation. If you want an extra challenge, extend your left leg. Slide all the way down. Bring your sit bones down on the mat. Feet are facing towards the sky. Fold forward. Fold from your hip joint and keep the back of your neck long. You can use your palms to hold your feet to get an extra leverage into your fold. Keep your shoulders moving away from your ears. Come back up. Bring both your palms to the back edge of the mat. Tuck your back toes. Come into a full plank. Bring your left knee into your chest. Plant your left foot in between your palms. High crescent lunge. Open up into warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Optional to bring your right palm this time behind your back towards your left thigh. Bring your left palm on the inside of your left foot. Side angle. Extend your right hand alongside your ears. Bring your gaze down towards the mat. Extend your left leg, coming into a triangle. Weight is on the knife edge side of your back foot. Squeeze your inner thighs. Engage your core. And if you want an extra challenge, bring your left palm to meet your right. Come all the way back up. Bring your feet parallel and take a wide-legged forward fold. Halfway lift. Bring your left shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. Plant your right foot and sweep your left hand around. Bring your palm on top of your left foot. Open your chest up towards the sky. Release and face the front of the mat this time. Bring your left shin parallel to the longest side of the mat, coming into your half splits. Fold forward. Shift your hips back. Bring your sit bones on the inside of your left heel. Square your chest to the front edge of the mat. Fold forward. All the way back up into your half splits. Shift forward, come into a low lunge. Shift back, half splits. Shift forward into a low lunge. Shift back, coming into your half splits. And this last time you can either come into your half splits or slide both your legs all the way out and come into a full split variation. My right hamstring is as usual extremely tight, so I'll use my block. Breathe into your splits. Come back into your half splits. If you're using a block, get it out of the way. Back into your low lunge. Frame your front foot. Step back into plank. Flow through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Point your right foot. Lift your right leg, three-legged dog. Bring your right knee into your chest. Place your right foot in between your palms. Come up into your high crescent lunge. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Extend your left arm forward, right arm back. Take an active twist. If you want to deepen your twist, bring your right palm on the outside of your left thigh. Extend your left hand alongside your ears. Keep sinking your hips down towards the mat. Come back into active twist. And as you cartwheel your arms, pull your left knee into your chest. Come up into your one-legged Tadasana. Grab hold of your knife edge side of your left foot Extend your left leg, come into a standing twist. Try to make that whole transition one fluid movement. Release your twist, catch your left foot on the inside, extend your right hand alongside your ears, kick into your left hand, hinge from your hips, transition into a beautiful dancer. Release your dancer into your one-legged Tadasana. Arms come alongside your ears. Kick your left leg back. Warrior 3. Come back, high crescent lunge. Open up, warrior 2. Bring your left palm on your hip. You can pop your back foot slightly closer. Reach your right palm few inches in front of your right foot and lift your back foot off the mat. Flex your back foot, extend your left hand towards the sky, half moon. Slowly bring your back foot down, warrior 2. Shift your hips towards your left foot, flex your right, extend your right hand along your right leg, left hand towards the sky. I don't know what this is called. Shift and take a Skandasana towards your right leg. Lift your hips off the mat. Bring both your feet parallel. Fold forward into your wide-legged forward fold. Halfway lift. Face the back of the mat, coming into a high crescent lunge. Take your active twist, twisting towards your front leg, and again as you cartwheel your hand, try to come up into a one-legged Tadasana, into a twist. You can either grab your front foot or not. Place your right foot on the inside of your left thigh. Come into a tree pose, Vrikshasana, and hold for a breath. Bring your left arm alongside your shoulder. Grab hold of your right big toe with your two-piece fingers and extend your right leg to the side. Release into one-legged Tadasana. Float back, warrior 3. You can have your hands alongside your ears or alongside your torso. Step back, runner's lunge. Flow through Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. All the way back, downward facing dog. Point your left foot. Lift your left leg. Bring your left knee into your chest. Place your foot down on the mat. Come up, high crescent lunge. Active twist, right hand forward, left hand back. Deepen your twist by bringing your left palm on the outside of your right thigh. Back to your active twist. As you cartwheel your arm, bring your right knee into your chest. Grab hold on the outside of your right foot. Extend your right leg, standing twist. Release your twist. Bring your left hand alongside your ears. Catch the inside of your right foot behind you. Kick into your hand and float into a dancer's. Release your dancers back into one-legged Tadasana. Float back, warrior 3. Release your back foot down on the mat. High crescent lunge. Open up, warrior 2. Shift your hips towards your right foot, flex your left, bring your left hand alongside your leg, extend your right up towards the sky. Release and take Skandasana towards your left foot. Bring both your feet parallel to the mat, lift your hips and fold forward. Halfway lift, face the front of the mat, come into a high crescent lunge. And again, as you cartwheel your arms, pull your left knee into your chest, take a standing twist, any degree of challenge as you like. Bring your left foot on the inside of your right leg, grow tall in your tree pose. Bring your right hand in line with your shoulders. Release your left leg. Grab hold of your big toe with your two piece fingers and try to extend your left leg. Release back into your one-legged Tadasana. Shift back, Warrior 3. Bring your back foot down, high crescent lunge. Float into your one-legged Chaturanga, upward facing dog, all the way back, downward facing dog. Bring both your knees down on the mat. Cross your legs and sit back and relax. Bring your sit bones down on the mat. Soles of your feet come to touch in front of you. You can choose to bring your heels closer to your inner thighs, or you can have it slightly farther away from you, making this diamond shape with your legs, depending on where you want to feel the stretch, and fold forward. I think I'm going to bring my heels closer towards me. Come all the way up, extend both your legs, feet flexed. You can use your block here and bring your block in front of your feet. Both your sit bones are down on the mat. Sit tall, lengthen your torso. Now hinge from your hips, bring your chest towards your legs, and if you want an extra leverage, you can grab hold on the outside of the block and keep growing tall through the crown of your head. Keep the back of your neck long and breathe into your forward fold. The fold is coming from your hips, not by rounding your back. And keep both your legs active. Pull up on your kneecaps. Shoulders are moving away from your ears. Release your forward fold. Remove the block if you were using it. Shift your hips forward. Come all the way down onto the mat. And if you have been practicing with me, you know where I'm taking you now. But before that, take a deep breath. That was really fun sequence and I hope you enjoyed it too. We will be taking a wheel pose. You can choose to bridge up and stay there the whole time, or you can take a deeper variation of the wheel. Play with whatever feels right in your body today. Tuck your tailbone, engage your lower abs, squeeze your glutes and lift your hips off the mat. Keep pushing your hips up towards the sky by squeezing your glutes. You continue to stay here if this feels good enough, or you can bring your palms alongside your ears. Don't trap your hair under your palms, that will hurt really bad. Squeeze your glutes, and whenever you're ready, push up into your back bend. You can play with bringing your right knee into your chest. Extend your right leg all the way up. Switch sides. Release all the way back down onto the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll from side to side. Release your back. Shift your hips over your shoulders. Bring your palms to support your lower back. Point your toes towards the sky. The weight should be on your upper arms, not on your neck. Bring your knees towards your forehead. Extend both your legs. Bring your toes onto the ground behind your head. Keep working towards stacking your hips directly over your shoulders. Slowly roll all the way back. For fun, you can keep your legs extended, control your coming back, use your palms as brakes, and extend your legs all the way down onto the mat. And we'll end our practice here in Shavasana. Take a minute to consolidate your practice. Keep your eyes closed. Loosen your facial muscles. Breathe into your belly. And whenever you're ready, turn onto one side and come all the way up. I hope you had fun doing that flow with me and build some heat in your body. I would love to hear from you guys, so please do leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts, and consider subscribing to my channel. I'll see you on the mat next week.